Okay, starting. All right. Sorry, I had to do that. Starting. I had to get stuff. Welcome everyone, and thank you. Thank you, DM Phobia, and I'm follow. Is there another follow? Abyssa followed beforehand. Thank you for follows and welcome to the void. I hope all of you enjoy your stays here. We're just doing modding today. We're going to be doing some Halo Reach modding. This is a mod I've been working on for quite a while. I managed to port over some things from Halo 3. Get everything working. Hello there, fake account. How you doing? I managed to port some weapon reticles from Halo 3, such as the carbines and battle rifles. So the carbine and battle rifle have a new HUD. Not that one. This one. So you have new HUD elements for the battle rifle and carbine. Now I'm starting to... I also set up last night zoom thing for the BR. So if I grab a DMR, you'll notice that when you zoom in with the DMR, it goes up to 3 times zoom. But if you do battle rifle, it goes up to 2 times. So we have that. 2 different HUD elements. I'm thinking of removing all the extra things that the DMR add so that the battle rifle's HUD looks different. But, you know, it's good enough, I think. Grand burst headshot weapon. I also thought about changing the BR's firing sound to also include the assault rifle firing. I've also ported a lot of the stuff over into the actual game. Another thing that I did was replace the energy sword animations with Halo 2's. Managed to figure that out. Managed to figure all that out. Now we have Halo 2 sword animations, which I just prefer over Halo Reach's sword animations. All I really did was make it so I could keep the sprint and stuff. Jump animations still work. If I go into the Master Chief Collection, you'll see that I actually have it set up. That's a great part about all this. It works very nicely. The Halo Reach test. I think there are people playing right now. Mostly customs and Halo campaign legendary. I want to play Halo. I want to play Ruby's rebalanced Halo 3, but I don't think he's released it for Halo. For this version. We look. Carbine's HUD is all working. Where's the BR? BR works. With that going. And energy sword. You have the animations. There we go. Only issue is that your hand kind of... You can see your hand come through a bit. That's fine. Energy sword has a lot of range now. To match that of Halo 2's. I just think that holding it this way looks better than holding it up like that. I prefer it when they hold it forward like that. But yeah, now we have like energy sword animations ported from Halo 2 with a lot of range now. Yeah, so it's got a lot of range. I'm going to show you what I want to do with battle rifles sounds. If I can grab the battle rifle effects, I'm going to leave the Halo 2 energy sword stuff. Close Halo, not close Halo M60, but change it. Battle rifle, burst, duplicate. This is what I want to change the battle rifle sound to, if I can find it. Sounds, Halo Night. Completely forgot that I did that. Assault rifle, fire sound. This is what I want to change it. Let me increase the sound for it real quick. I think that works. I think that could work a lot because this is what the Halo. Never noticed that the BR is a bullpup. All of early Halo's assault and like normal service rifles are bullpup. This is like the Halo Reach kit bash that I created. The DMR's a bull. The DMR, where's the DMR? Where is? No. Where is the DMR? Fuck. Yeah, DMR's a bullpup. The battle rifle's a bullpup. The assault rifle's a bullpup. All of Halo's loadout rifles have been bullpups up until Halo Infinite when they added the commando. All of the UNSC rifles have been bullpups except for the sniper. This is the only non-bullpup rifle up until the commando came out. But I think this will work good for the battle rifles sound, because it just sounds like Halo 3. I wanted to make it sound a bit different. Yep. That was not my fault. But yeah, no. And yesterday we ported over the carbine's effect from ODST where it releases the smoke when you reload. So we have that going, which is nice. I had to fix up the SMG's HUD elements because Halo 3's SMG stuff is really low quality for some reason, and I'm not sure why. But what I want to do now is I want to change the way the focus rifle works. I want to make it so it fires a charge. I want it to fire like the Spartan laser in a way where you fight with a first firing charge and it still hurts and then it releases an explosion at the end. Because then it's dangerous. It's not as dangerous as the what's it called? It's not as dangerous as the beam rifle, but it is powerful. If I make it spew charge, so you can still fire it like the focus rifle, but it still fires a explosive. And then to test, we'll make this fire a fuel rod gun. Or this explosive. Ah, interesting. Yeah. I may have crashed it. I may have crashed it. What was the problem? Where are my crash reports? I know there are crash reports somewhere. -1 is not a valid barrel index. Gotcha. I know what happened. I think I know what happened. This. By the way, what's the name of the Cyberpunk game you were playing the other day? It's called not Blade Runner. Blade Runner something. It's called Ghost Runner. It's called Ghost Runner. It was actually a lot of fun. There was Ghost Runner 2 that I was playing. I've already played the first game. Okay, I think now I actually have to give it charging time. 7 seconds. Charge time 2. Okay, that's actually not enough time before it overheats. Not enough time. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. One second. Make that 0. Oh, I need to make it discharge. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I got it now. I need to change the flak bolt. Need to go to rifle, focus rifle, projectiles, get the beam, underscore. I think I'm gonna make it fire a gravity hammer explosion, so it can knock vehicles around. Where's detonation effect? Detonation effect. Object, weapons, melee, gravity hammer, effect, gravity hammer attack. So when it's done, it'll make a big whoop. Awesome, I'm going to add that to my list. It's a lot of fun. I got it while it was on sale. Both games were on sale in a bundle, and I got them. You might be able to find a Humble bundle for Ghost Runner. I had a great time playing the first game. Bullet overcharge. That is the actual game. Oh! There we go. This is what I was looking for. That insta-killed the Marine. Thank you for the follow, Crazy Cat Gaming, and welcome to the Void. I hope you enjoy your stay. Dude, it's just insta-killing them. Might have to make it a bigger impulse, because I want it to fling vehicle. Oh, I thought I crashed. I thought I crashed Sapien for a second. No, not that. Vehicles. Oh, there's already a ghost in the list and a warthog. All right. Let me turn on jetpack 8. What about against a hunter? We'll find out at some point. I got to do the hunters. I've made a hunter model that makes it so when you kill them, they drop their arm cannon that you can pick up. Pretty powerful. I'm wondering if I should make it so that when you fire the explosive, it uses more. I think I'll make it so if you fire the explosive, it uses up like way more heat generation, so that heat generation and aging, so that it uses more power. Heat generated per round 0.0. I might need to make it use more because that's not really a lot. Let's say 0.5. That's like half the battery. Let's say 0.25. 45% of the battery. I also have to make it so this thing has a secondary attack animation. Let me go back to the... Because currently when you fire the second shot, it just immediately goes back to the holding the gun regularly. I have to make it so that it has a secondary attack. Fire 01. We need a fire 02. So we duplicate that and call it fire underscore 02. Like that. I also need to make there more feedback for when you fire the second shot so that you actually know that you're firing a charged attack. Firing effect, we're going to duplicate this firing effect and make an overcharged effect. I'm going to show you guys. This is where all the weapon editing... This is where all the weapon editing comes from. Projectile, we want to change... Right. I forgot that it does it like that. Hang on, let's grab the plasma pistol. Charged attack one. Or I can just grab the one from... I'll take it. I forgot that I'm still in game on PC. On the regular Halo thing. Alright, let's get back to the thing. I think I might just take the one from the plasma pistol. Grab its charged firing effect. Copy element, and then we'll paste it into this one. End. And now when you fire it, there we go. You can always change it later too. Oh damn, you're going all out modding. I'm just pressed to make myself download. Not break the game. Yeah, it can be like that sometimes. Might not be powerful enough. Let me change the overcharge sound. Oh, wait, I could use the Gauss turret sound. Warthog. Is it still under weapon? I know disintegrate. Here we go. Gauss rifle. No, that's really weak for a Gauss rifle. I might be able to use the Halo 4 other sound. The Halo 4 sound for the railgun. A lot of weapons here I don't remember doing. Hmm. I have to grab the plasma pistol. Charge fire. I think I just need a better effect on the thing. I think I just need a better firing effect. Like a, what are they called? Muzzle flash. Let me copy this. Copy entire block. Put it onto... Probably replace it. Let's try. That can work. I just need to make it so it's not that color. Because it's currently green now. We don't need a green one. We need an orange-ish one. Or a blue one. Because it is the gravity hammer's explosion. There's no shame in tweaking things from other weapons into another gun. That is all modding is. Tweaking things that devs have made and putting in your own spin on it. Thankfully, this shouldn't fuck with the one that the plasma pistol uses. And if it does, that's going to be its own issue that I have to fix. But this should just only affect the focus rifle. Oh. Now let's see. Yeah, I mean, if I show you guys now, this is what it looks like now. And you can still use it like the focus rifle. You can still use it like the focus rifle. Now I'm going to have to add HUD elements to show that you are overcharging it. Seems to break the overheat if you don't overheat on the secondary fire. Alright, whatever. That's something I can live with. I don't think many people are going to be going out of their way to overheat the focus rifle without the overcharged fire. What does it sound like if I use the Spartan laser one, though? Weapons. Yes. Spartan laser. Fire. See what it sounds like. Oh, I changed the plasma pistols one by mistake. Whoopsie daisy. I accidentally swapped out the wrong one. Not good, not good. Weapons, blazer, fire. Let's see how that sounds. No, I think it's the splazer's too long. The splazer's too long for its one. What about the plasma launcher? No, it doesn't sound like a charge. I'm going back to the plasma pistol for now. You know what that means, though, chat? It means we can go into other Halo games and listen to their overcharged plasma pistol and see which one will most likely fit the best. Means I can boot up Forge, go to one of the other games, and we can check. You already know what Reach sounds like. Halo 2 Anniversary is actually pretty easy to obtain. It just takes a bit of work. So in case you don't know, Halo 2 Anniversary actually has all of its sounds just in a folder that can be played at any time. So what I do is I go to Audacity, I record the audio, and then I just, you know, export it into a file that can be read by Halo. Export it into a file that can be read by Halo. And then Halo just takes it. I don't know why Halo 2 Anniversary started taking so long. It just does. It takes its time. So Halo 2's overcharged sound. Now this. That could work. How long has that invisible wall been there for? You can hit it too. All right, so that's the Halo 2 Anniversary one might be a good shout. Halo 4. Oh, I remember what Halo. Maybe we just keep it like this. Wonder if I can make the effect for it bigger. I wonder if I can make the gravity hammer effect bigger. Impulse damage effect, explosion damage effect, screen effect. Blast radius. Can I make this bigger? It's all the emitter stuff that's complicated. Ew, I don't want to do that. But no, I actually like how this works. It'll give players a fair warning before they ultimately explode. I will have to make every single enemy that fires this fire it for a whole 2 seconds beforehand so that they can actually hit something. I do like the way it looks though. I might have to lower the sound for the focus rifle though, so it's not too overbearing. Which I'm pretty sure is handled in the gun itself. Here we are. Yeah, it's a looping sound, that's why. What could I use to replace it? I'm pretty sure it's loud so that you know there's a sniper around, but I can't replace it with the sentinel beam because the sentinel beam's too quiet. The sentinel beam will be too quiet. It needs to be a sound that's loud enough. What if I just lower the focus rifle's sound effect? In, loop, and out. Negative 10 decibel. Negative 10 decibel. Let's see how low. Yeah, that didn't change anything. I don't think that. And now I can change the pitch of this. What if I make it higher? What if I make the pitch higher? Hang on. Gain modifier. Hang on. -10. -10. -10. That's very quiet. Not as quiet. Not as quiet as I need it to be. What about 5? Five decibels. What if I make it really high pitched? 50. Wonder how funny that would sound. -50. Yeah, let's just set this all back to normal. I'm gonna look at beam weapons in Halo. I also don't know why that didn't change the pitch. The pitch did not change at all. Maybe it's because I didn't do this one. -50. That way. Yeah, let me look at some beam weapons. So if we go creative, go forge. Oh, what does the Halo 2 sound like? You know what? It's probably like every other game, like nothing. I could just change the other sound. You don't need to deploy forward. Okay. Covenant. I believe it's put on. It's going to sound like nothing. I can already tell. That's a Spartan laser equip sound. Yeah, it's basically nothing. Yeah, the Sentinel beams just don't have sound in Halo games. That's what the focus rifle does that every other Sentinel beam doesn't, is just sound. I got hit with the anti-cheat incident. I know Halo 3 has one. I don't think it's going to make a sound though. Trying to think what I could. To take out that. Let's see here. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, it's just weak sounding. It just doesn't sound like anything. That's the problem. It just doesn't sound like anything is the issue. Also, that ran out of ammo really quickly. I did not fire it for that long and it already ran out of ammo. I might just keep it as it is. Question is, do I want to just increase the sound of the plasma pistol fire? Also, for this one, I think I might change this. This is the plasma launcher. I'm going to use the plasma launcher's firing enemy. I think it's good as is. I'm just going to change it with the plasma launcher firing effect so that it makes it look better. Copy element. Replace. Third person. Copy element. And break. Get rid of that before I break something. All right. So now it should be a blue light. Yeah, there we go. Now we check third person. Yeah, there we go. Huh. I just realized you guys can't see what I see. I put myself in the third person. There. So now it looks like it's got a big blue burst of light after you fire it. I'm thinking... Is it possible to make it so there's a third person? Where is fun? There you are. Let's check something real quick. Model animation graph. Okay, where's the Spartan's third person? I kind of want to put more in the explosive part. So I'm thinking of you using the Spartan's third person animations for the sniper rifle. Because when you fire the sniper, you feel like recoil back when you fire. I want to see if I can make it so the Spartan will recoil back when he fires the charge shot of the beam of the focus rifle. I'm trying to basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a beam rifle focus rifle hybrid. Okay, just in case I break something, we duplicate this. SMG. Okay, that crashed it because reasons, I guess. I think I ran out of memory for foundation. Everything should still be saved. I shouldn't have lost any data. Okay, here we are. combat. Weapon class. Let's go to, I think it's missile is rockets and that. Spartan laser. Okay, fire 1 and fire 2. Gotcha. So we're going to go back to combat. We go to rifle. Weapon type. I think it's CSR is the focus rifle. Basically, if you don't know how weapons work, they have weapon class and then they have a weapon set. That's how the animations work. There's a weapon class and a weapon set. And then when you make a weapon, you have to okay, CSR. You have to set up their weapon class and set. And then when you do that, that's 3. Make it more easier if I show you. So weapon class, rifle. And then it will go down and be like weapon set, CSR, so the focus rifle. And then you go down and then you do the overlay animation. So if I'm doing fire 2, I want sniper rifle fire 1. Rifle SR fire. We save that. Animation should be saved. Let's see. There we go. So now when a Spartan fires this thing, and they'll do it normally unless they fire the charge shot, which they'll look like this. Yeah. That's how it works. So now we have an explosive sniper rifle for the Covenant. Okay, so that does work. I think it's when it swaps. But yeah, no, now we have a focus rifle. Now I'm going to have to change this long-range beam. And I also have to add a thing that tells you when it's charging. Let me grab the HUD. We need to make a new HUD for it. But there we go. That's how you set up third-person animation. I want to set up third-person animations so that I can have a brute shot, but that's going to be more annoying. It basically uses overlay animation, which I need to set up properly. I need to set up under the rifle stuff, and then, yeah, it's going to be annoying to set up a brute shot, but it should work at some point. Focus. If you're wondering what the constant woo noise is, if you can hear it over the music, it's Halo MCC being in the background. Halo MCC is in the background, is constantly playing like a soft hum. Right, focus rifle. We're going to replace that with charge. What is the focus rifle? Right, this is an alphabetical order. Why do I keep going obviously past F? Now we're going to also take a look at the plasma pistol. Not the plasma, the Spartan laser. Well, I'm sure it's nowhere easy as you make it look. It's easy when you understand. When you get into modding, you'll eventually understand how it all works. Scope meter. There's going to be a lot of meters. I could always change the ammo. I could always change the battery heat to change... I could always change the battery heat to the charge up, so you don't have, but you can't see the battery. You'll be able to see. Let me take off infinite ammo. Yeah, you can still see how much ammo you have. So I'll change the ammo count on the left side with charge up. Weapon. So now, when you aim down sight, the one on the left is supposed to indicate charge, but it did not. Maybe it has to be external input B. Wait, let me check again. Let me grab the Halo. Let me grab the Reach one. When you do a lot of modding, you'll eventually pick up things and understand it more. That's in the crosshair. Maybe it's in the. Let me check spawn list. Oh my gosh. Oh. Right, because the spawn laser uses the weapon's heat as a way of checking how long until it's fully charged, rather than that. Is it the same with the crosshair? A crosshair ring, maybe? Weapon charge. That's heat percentage. It seemed to accept charge. Wonder why I won't take weapon charge. Oh, that's how they rotate things. They make it an anim. That's weird. Why don't they do that? They make it an animation to rotate things. Or spawn laser. Oh, that's fun. Oh, because it put me. Meter amount external input. Let's do external input B. Set that to 0. Set this to weapon. No, that still doesn't work. Maybe it's that. Meter maximum 2. Ah, I see now. Next, thank you for the 110 watch streak. How are you doing today? Let's set that to 0. Okay, it won't update if I just change. I'll take that as you're doing good. Okay, we're getting somewhere. 2 makes it go halfway. What if I do 1? Yeah, there we go. Now you can see when the thing is fully charged. I'm still tired, that's fair. There we go. Now when you overcharge the... Blaming my meds, that's fair. Blame your meds. But yeah, this is now what the focus rifle does. Alright, so now what we can do is we go to... You can stop making... You can stop sizzling in my ear. Jerk. Okay, new window. And by new window, I mean I'm going through my folders and I'm not letting you see my folders. UI. HUD message. No, not HUD messages. It's under something else. Is it under CHUD? No, not under CHUD. CUI. Yeah? Here we go. We're going to open this in Notepad++. We're going to look to focus rifle health. Long-ranged beam weapons. Long-ranged beam weapon. Long use. Yeah, I'm assuming I spelled prolonged. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to look like an idiot in front of everyone. We're going to data. So don't look at my folders. No, not allowed to look at them. UI, CUI strings right here. Import text. There we go. Now if I bring up the scoreboard, here we go. Long-ranged beam weapon prolonged use creates gravity bursts, overheats. Okay. What does SAR stand for? Special Applications Rifle? Halo. MTARA patent focus rifle. Special Applications Rifle. Okay, so it is called a special. Some amazing rifle. It is a cool looking rifle. I do actually like the look of this thing. But yeah, now when you fire this thing for a prolonged period of time, it releases an explosion. And I managed to make the bar on the left show the charge. Yep. I'm actually so fascinated with what I've created. This is the hard part about creating mods and stuff, is getting fascinated over the weapons you create. It also shakes your screen. Alright, now I have to... Now, as much as I'd love to go to the next weapon, what I first have to do is make sure the enemies can fire the explosive bolt. Cheats. Do I have invisible? Yep, invisible players on. No, I don't have any AI. No, right, I have an elite test squad. We're gonna just... I don't think I have Jackal. We're gonna have to make it so the elites hold. The elites use. I was just making sure that they could... and enemies could fire the excavator. Focus rifle. Elite. Remove all these errors because we're going to ignore them. Make myself invincible and now visible. Yeah, okay. So as you can tell, the elites don't fire it for long enough. So what I have to do is I have to make it so every single enemy will fire it for at least 2 seconds so that it can be... so it can explode. Now, there is also the option that I have to make it so they don't fire it for 2 seconds so that they also can just fire regular shots. But I'm not going to put more than like 1 or 2 snipers in a specific area. So like, it'll be fine if they can fire for 2 seconds. I don't think any of their firing patterns have anything to do with firing it for 2 seconds. No. Do they fire the explosion? They do. They suck at aiming it though. He did the thing that Ares does. Oh. Target tracking and target leading, I think, is their issue here. What if I just set all this to 1? 2.8, 1. What if I just set it all both to 1? Will they just completely hit? Ah, projectile error is probably it. Okay, yeah, it's probably 0.5 and 0.8. And then I'm just going to remove their projectile error. Let's see what happens if I remove the projectile error. I think it's because it's a beam weapon. Most enemies with beam weapons are coded to like spray like that instead of just hit you. So I think that's what's going on here. Maximum error angle. Maybe it's the error angle. It could be their other firing behaviors. Focus rifle. No, okay, it's not this. Let's see if it was the maximum error angle. Oop. Yeah, it was the maximum error angle. Okay, so if you move side to side, you can still avoid their attacks. But you just have to be careful because they do explode you. Fire at me. Wow, they really just betrayed an elite just to shoot at me. All right, let's see how they work against a vehicle. Okay, the turret's gone, but that's okay. Okay, no, preferably a working vehicle. All right, let's see how they work. See how they behave. You're not gonna be able to drive. That's cool. But yeah, more than one of these guys will be a bit tough to take on. Oh, the water's fucking fake. But yeah, no. You guys get it. Very powerful and annoying, but it'll be fun to use. Yeah. Yeah, you get it though. It makes it more forgiving if you're using it yourself. I'm not used to the controls that you get given. Yeah, no. So I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun using this. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun using this as well. Give me one moment. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. So you guys sit tight while I go to the bathroom. I'll be back. You've returned. All right. So something I also need to do. Another thing I also need to do is actually set up probably elites or jackals also firing the charge shot, but I don't know if jackals have animations for the sniper rifle. I know elites and Spartans do. But I don't know if jackals. I also need to set up elites using other equipment. I don't know if they have the animations for that or if I need to make them share the animations from the, what are they called? The player ones. Sprint animations. Have armor lock. Didn't know that elites had an assassination for AI. No, it doesn't look like they have animation for dropping drop pod or drop shields. I mean, let me quickly check. Here we go. Look, enter, drop shield, enter. Let's see if they have that under AI animations. It'll be under any. No, it'll be under combat. Combat. No, they have animations for the drop shield and that. I guess I just have to give them access to the drop. So let me change the AI for the... I think I'll give elite officers drop shield. Let's see. Tag. Object. I'll also have to... I also need to remember that I have to modify focus rifle weapon change. Objects, equipment. Camouflage machine gun, drop shield. Drop. I don't know if that's the equipment, if that's how they use the equipment. You go back to this real quick. I'm going to make the maximum error angle for the focus rifle maybe 4 so that they have a chance of missing. Just real quickly. Let me set the error angle to 1. Wait, unless they're using the other one. Error angle 4. Really accurate error angle of 4. Okay. I might need to reduce that to 2. Remove the projectile error. and set it to 2. If I stand still, they seem to miss a lot. I might have to make the error either 1 or 0. What if I make it 0? Okay, so 0 does that. Now let me quickly turn on debug. I gotta see how they're like on legendary. Yeah, no, that's terrifying. Maximum error angle. I'm going to make it 4 or 5. I might make it 5 or 4 just so that not like... Marksman, I'll set to 2. Trigger happy, I'll leave at 10. This thing actually is useful on legendary with this new ability that it has. Alright. I need to heal myself somehow. I'll just do a map reset, actually. Alright, let me remove the let me remove these HUD definitions. So I'll come back to the SMG HUD definition later. They have different firing patterns for human weapons and everything else. Hmm. What won't they take? Ah, okay, so just human weapons and power, like really powerful power weapons. Not sure where equipment is specified. Hi, Nick. Hello. I'm not sure where the game specifies equipment. Let me see if there's a thing in here. Let me see if the... Guarantee if I search up drop shield, I'm going to see something that says, how do you get AI to use drop shield? Was model for the assault rifle? Damn, looks really cool. Maybe it needs to have a space. Yep. Why did that tab everything out, you asshole? Windows. I didn't ask for everything to be tabbed out. I don't know how to make it ability. Ooh, Jackal Shield is... I am trying very difficult to. I'm trying very not. I'm trying very hard to figure out how to get them to use. All right, the morph thing. I wonder if that will get it to work anyway. Did I have different elite ranks or do I just have the regular elite? Okay. Where's invisible player? Where's my needler? I know for a fact elites always panic when a needler hits near them or something. Need a rifle, no needler. I need the needler. Needle play. Needler. Non-legendary. That's it. It's like, yeah, it's all good. Have a good rest. I hope you have a good night. Sorry, won't, but that's normal. All right then. No, this is the assassination. I don't see where I can make these guys use drop shield. Hang on, we gotta test. Okay. Okay, hang on. So what? It's down here somewhere. Combat. Mm. Oh, this is getting. Change that. Okay, maybe it's because I'm invisible. They won't use the equipment. Use your armor lock. Testing to see if these guys will use armor lock is super annoying. Because they use it all the time in campaign. Hang on. Oh, whatever. I just set that to 1 million. Use armor lock. Okay. It might be because they were not a fresh set of elite. So. You guys have a 1000 chance to use armor lock and you're still just not doing anything. There we go. Okay, so you used armor lock instead of the one I wanted him to do. Like 0.3 or something. They will use armor lock. Let me go back to the elite officer and see if the ultra just has different things. Yeah, the elite ultra has definitely different things. Maybe it's because I didn't make it default equipment. Erase. Let's set them back to easy so they stop absolutely fucking me over. Fucking stick. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna fly myself away. I'm fairly certain I can possess these guys if I press the button. I don't know why I can't possess this guy. I don't know why I can't possess the major. I can only possess one of them. Run, Marine. Run back to the Spartan. You're my team now. No. He's not on my team. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out why he won't use the equipment. Oh wait, there's a thing called equipment use. Right underneath it. I'm such a moron. Use when. Shield. Use on self. So when their shields run out, a elite ultra will, or elite major will put down a bubble shield. Okay, must not be used on self. Use when cover. Erase. Place. Okay, didn't expect to kill him so quickly. Those are all elite miners. Okay, I don't think cover is the way to go. I think it might just have to be shield. Oh, wait. I set it to 0, which is never use it. I set it to 1, which is always use it. I didn't realize that that meant never use it. Why is 1 never use it, but 0 always use it? Alright, so if I crack his shields... No? I guess cover. Alright, we place them down again. You don't need cover right now, do you? Might have to go, I guess, health? What do these mean? What if I just say combat? I think I gotta figure out which one means what. Okay. So combat, he won't use it. Shield? Or health? I shot him in the head and he instantly died. Hang on, let me see if I can set these guys up to just always be rank up. The chance is just 1. I don't think I can set their flags up to automatically rank up. That's an elite ultra. Yeah, that didn't work. Again. Oh, right. Halo 3 has equipment for the brutes. Let me see what they've got. Run Gorilla. Alright, Gorilla. Show me what you got. Characters, brute, AI. Let me check the chieftain. Oh, invincibility is part of this, isn't it? Hmm. There's no default equipment. But the I don't see anything about them using their thing. Yeah, I straight up don't see anything about it. I'm gonna use this equipment shield. Maybe I do have to do the thing, unless the animation's not just broken a little bit. Drop underscore shield underscore enter. Yeah, that's right. Weird. Row at feet. So this should be them using it if they run out of shield. Plasma rifle. Plasma rifle so I don't kill or another elite. Hey, nope. Let me see what happens if I make this legendary. I just need to make sure that they use it to begin with. That's an ultra. So loud. What does it mean by just use when health? Use on self? Surely it has to be use on self. Maybe it's attached on self. No, it shouldn't be attached on self. Use on self. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to spawn one of you guys without a weapon at all. Or just a weapon you don't know how to use. Or just like a plasma pistol. Yeah, I'll give him a double barrel shotgun because I don't know how to use it. They'll just stand around. Oh, they don't have the animations for it. Never mind. They spawned in with carbines because they don't have the animations for the double barrel shotty. Maybe on a retreat. No, just a I don't know. Shield. Use on attached to self. Let's see. I don't want to give it to every elite. Fucking hell. Let's set it to Berserk. Why aren't you angry at me? Okay, you don't get angry at me for some reason. What if I just set it to combat and I just try every single scenario? That always use chance doesn't seem to be working. I'm fighting this thing right now. I'm trying to. I am trying. My brain is attempting. I am getting tired. My brain not wanting to do this. Thank you, Nick. Oh, not even the other server knows about armor abilities. Damn it.
Anakin inbound with transport 6.
No one? Oh, here we go. Nope, not even a... Ah, God damn it. No one has anything for this. What if I give him the chain gun? Use on self. Use it, you're in combat. Use it, you're in combat. Hang on, I'm going to copy this. Copy. Place entire block. So that regardless, every elite except for ultras, I think, will have the armor ability. Yeah, hang on. First off, I want to make sure they're actually spawning with it real quick. So I got to go to the elite biped. All right, let's try that. Everything came back to life. They all just sprung back to life. Okay. Notice that you guys don't have. Work. Let me give them drop shields back. So that I know they have it. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to be mad. Drop shield. Okay, yeah, I just don't think this... I just think they're not... You know what? It's probably because the map doesn't have drop shield. Equip. Drop shield. This is probably why. Save that. No? You are not spawning... Okay, drop shield is here now. I think it's because I didn't have drop shield there, but it's still not spawning them with drop shield. Only this guy gets his armor lock. Let me boot up. Let me boot up the elite by the original. Elite. That's what they. Okay, so he gets his armor lock. Yeah, it's sideways. Is that a forerunner? You guys don't. What if I give them armor lock? Will they spawn with armor lock if I do it? Equipment, armor lock. Okay, not a single elite miner spawned in. That's great. No, not even they're spawning with it. Okay. So it's something wrong with them. Is there something special about these guys? Hang on, let me get a new. Let me remake the elite character. Elite AI. We delete. Done. Done. Yes. Now he's not with his armor lock. This guy's not spawning with his armor lock. Hmm. I think I found it. Okay, I think I found it. Fraction of vitality below which we are equipped, which an equipped equipment over a bubble shield will be activated. Where is bodyguard? Is it just under the default route? Could I have just not had to go through all of these? Come on. Surely. Okay. 0.51 and 1.5. 0.51 shield. Give him back drop shield. Drop shield. Drop chance 1. Shield. Use on stealth. I'm assuming I need to go into their style. It said something needed to be enabled. Assuming shield equipment impulse. It'll be under cover, wouldn't it? Ambush vehicle. Cover. Okay, you're just going to show me all of them, aren't you? I think that's a shield equipment impulse. Shield underscore equipment. Have I spelled it wrong? Under here? No. Where is it? Hang on. How do I chase shields? Grenade. Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm doing alright. How are you? Breach modding? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get the elites to use their bubble shields. Right. Did it. Can you convert them audio to speaking English? You'll have to transfer all of the voice lines from other Halo games. Being rude and not letting. Alright, hang on, let me check. Don't lie to me, someone to search this up. This is confusing me. What does the general have? Armor lock up George? Is that what the difference was? They have George's armor ability? Is that what the difference is? They have George's one instead of the other one? Is that what I was missing? Make the player invisible again. And see if it's because it needs to be an AI. No, he doesn't have his thing. Wait. He has... Oh no, he has his bubble shield. Okay. There we go. Finally, it works. Okay, so... Elite. Shield. Probably want to set it to cover. So that they only use it when they need cover. I don't know why he... Okay. Has it, right? Yes, he... Okay. So what I want to do is I want to give them each individually a set of... First off, let's change this from shields to health. I want to give them all individually armor ability. Each rank a different armor. Probably elite miners give them nothing. There you go. Although he runs away from it is an issue. I wonder if there's a way to make them fight around this. Need cover. Yeah, see, I'd prefer if he uses it when he needs cover, but they run away from it. Well, that gets them to use that. I can stay as a... I like how when you change the model, they all just stand up and stop. Map reset. Okay. So elite officer. We're going to set that to shield. Use on self. Relative drop chance 1. Skip fraction 0.3 and 0.2. No, 0.7. Or maybe 0.5. 0.5. Okay. So then legendary, they'll pretty much... officers will always use the drop shield. When their shields are hurt, they'll pretty much always use the drop shields on legendary. And what I need now is the thing that makes them trigger it. Cover property. On the assumption that they don't have. Okay, they do have. They don't have. Append. Keep it. And now we remove this from the regular elite. The elite miners will have nothing. Now if I summon them, there we go. Elite officers will now put down a bubble shield. I might change it so that elite officers and elite miners don't have equipment, but these guys shouldn't have equipment. The only issue is on legendary there's going to be a lot of those. They're going to put down a lot of those things, and you shouldn't have any. Why'd you do it again? Is he just doing it every time he hits me? I might have to set that to vitality. Okay, I might have to. Alright, let's set this to cover then. Hopefully now he shouldn't spam it. Now he shouldn't spam it once combat starts, and he should only use it once he needs cover. But this is cool. Now when you're fighting elites, they'll do that. You need to not spam them. You're starting to become an issue. Map reset. On the elite. Is it when anyone takes damage? No. What if I set it to health? Problem with setting it to health is you can still headshot them with the headshot weapon before you do enough, before they can put down the bubble shield. Alright, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Now he'll use it when he gets low on health. Which might not be enough. What if I set it to 99? 0.99. So that the moment they get to that threshold, the moment you crack their shields, they'll pop. Alright, so now theoretically he should pop at the moment I crack his shields. I might make an AI specific one that lasts less time. Oh, I think I get it now. They're below half health. Or they're below the threshold, so they keep activating. Yeah, they're below their health threshold right now, so they keep activating it. And then he'll get access. Yeah, and then he'll use it again. I might have to make the covenant. I might have to make a separate covenant specific one that only lasts, that can only be used once. So let's duplicate this. Create another shield. Call it _AI. Scroll down. Charge 0. One charge. I just crashed it. Why? Oh, I'm inhaling. So now when the elites use it, that should be their only one. So that way they can't keep spamming bubble shield. They won't run around the area and start spam bubble. Having fun. Great. Yes. Down. I just sit down and start playing with the thing. Okay. Crack his shield. Bit of damage to him. Okay, you didn't do it at all. Trace. Use your bubble shield. Okay, there we go. Now that should be his only bubble shield and he'll never use it again. Assuming AI follow the same rules as players. In that they can't spam. Or that they have charge. Yeah. Looks like that's it. We're gonna find out now. Yeah. Alright. That worked. So I have to separate them between UNSC, well, not UNSC, AI and Covenant. Or AI and player. You gotta separate them between AI and player ones so that the Covenant can only use their one once. Obviously, I'm gonna let them keep the ability to spam. I'm gonna let them keep the ability to spam armor lock because that's just Halo. But I'm not gonna let them because for some reason they seem to use drop shields like every 2 seconds. They use the drop shields every like 2 seconds. So I'm gonna have to make it so they don't do that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack. I'm gonna fix the music. I'm actually. It should. So, we managed to get the elites to stop spamming their equipment, which is good, because we don't want them to spam bubble shields and just place them all over the place. So we're gonna give each elite a different armor ability. I actually wonder if I can give them access to something like a chain gun equipment. So I'm gonna quickly see if I can get an elite to use an equipment. I'm gonna do shields. 0. I'm gonna see if I can get them to use it just by taking damage. Equipment. Chain gun equipment. .99. Okay. Enough on an elite ultra. I should probably just add the elite. Instead of having armor lock, the elite will pull out a fucking chain gun. This is just a test. I just want to see if I can make elite ultras pull out a chain gun from taking damage, because it means I could make them pull out like a different weapon without having them to berserk. All right. It could just be that they don't have animation. What I can do to fix that is to quickly change the the weapon that it uses. Yes. Actually, let me see if it works with the drop shield first to make sure I'm actually doing it correctly. I should use the jetpack and they start flying up. They just slowly fly away. Oh shit, wait, they can do that? Hang on. That's so cool! Wait, that's so cool! I didn't know AI could do that. And he like raises his hand and goes, "Rawr." Wait, I could do that with the either officers or the ultras or the honor guard. I could make it a bit smaller, but that's so cool. So that's what happens if you do attach to self. Throw at feet. I'm assuming throw at feet is the one I want. It's either throw at feet or use on self. Maybe I have to delete. Okay, yeah, there we go. I might actually, what should I do, chat? Should I make it so the officers put the bubble around them, or should I let the officers put it on the ground and the ultras surround themselves? Because I'm thinking of making it so that the officers put it around themselves Because the problem is if they put it around themselves, they can't hurt anyone. They can't do any damage because there's a bubble around. You'd have to enter the bubble. So I'd have to make a specific bubble that only lasts a little bit. It lasts 15 seconds by default. Let's make it a brand. Let's make another one. Drop shield AI. Wonder if I can make. Hang on, I'm curious about something. I'm curious if I can do something really funny. There's something I want to try. Oh, never mind. I have an idea. Let's make it last 5 seconds. We'll make the AI one last 5 seconds, but the moment it's activated, they immediately start regenerating their shield. We'll do attach to self. I don't know. Again, I'm just... So now his shield should already be regenerating. Or not. I should probably grab a plasma pistol so that I can instantly break their shield. But I do like that. I do like how that's a thing. I can make them apply an equipment to themselves. Oh, so that feels a lot longer than 5 seconds. Do I have a plasma pistol? Okay. Don't think they're happy with what's going on. But I'm going to have to ask if they stop blowing up the subject. All right, plasma. Okay, you've already used yours. Okay, he used it. Wait, is it hurting him? Wait, attaching the bubble shield to himself hurts him. Wait, that's such a bad trade. Hang on. Use your bubble shield. Why don't you use your bubble shield? Unless you've already used it. Probably. That's so dumb. I mean, it'd be good if I could if I could make hunters use them, that'd be helpful, but that's not good at all. I also didn't make it so it's already crashed the game again. How smart of me. I'm trying to see if what I tried to do is make it so instead of giving a shield, it's just a burst of healing. That's what I'm trying to change it. Did it save when I put down the plasma pistol? Did it save when I add the plasma pistol? No. We have to add the plasma pistol back. Which isn't long, it's just tedious. Not tedious at all. Having to wait for the entire thing to load and hope that it doesn't crash during the time that it adds the weapon. I'm pretty sure it also has to add the animations and stuff to the area for memory purposes. Okay. I also gotta get myself back. Okay. Doesn't last as long, but that's more what I'm looking for. I'm probably just gonna have to throw it. I'm probably gonna have to just use on self. Yeah, that's gonna have to be the way it's done. It'll have less health. I'll probably keep the time at 15 seconds. AI trait field. I didn't even know it. I think it's just camera. Yeah, it's just active cam. Effects projectiles type radius 1 point power 1 quadrillion. Wait, that actually worked. Yeah. Oops. Stop touching me. What if I set it to negative? Will it just suck you in and keep you there? Elite squad test. Elite place. That pushed him out. Like, moves you around a bit, but doesn't keep you there. Wait, what happens if I do the attach on self? Attach to self. And then I try to approach it. Oh, it does kind of like pull you in. Like, depending on the direction you're coming from, it can pull you in. Oh, hang on. Okay, then. No, I'm just going to keep... I don't know if I want to have ultras put down bubble shields or if I want mages to put down bubble shields. All I know is I want them to have different things. I'm going to have AI placed bubble shields last 10 seconds. Actually, I'll keep it at 15 because it's only once. What else can I give them? Open your day. few things here you can do. I still want to see if I can make it so they can pick up a weapon from this. We're gonna keep the major as the one that holds the weapon. Where's grenade launcher pack? I'm gonna stop messing with the drop shield. Erase, place. Oh, when he raises his hand, he uses the equipment. Okay. So when he does that, the equipment's been used. Okay. So not attached to self. Use on self. Try use on self now. There we go. He actually pulled out the weapon. I'm assuming he puts it away once the timer runs out. I see how he's lucky lies. How you doing, Rocco? That can actually be pretty damn helpful. We can have... Yeah, and then we can have elites pull out... Oh. And none of them... That's pretty cool, though. I just have to make it so they don't use it too often. I guess I could make this their berserk weapon. So when they berserk, they'll pull out the current and start firing. I don't know if that would be useful, though. What if I give them evade? Will they just... What if I give them evade? I go over here. And I remove the cooldown, basically. Where's energy used? Where's the energy used section? Activation cost, 0. Damn it. I need to remember that changing their equipment will crash the game if I have them alive. Squads, elite test. Let's see if... It's time to see if they spam evade when... when they take damage. Give me my DMR. Give me my battle rifle. Battle waifu. Battle waifu. Now let's see. No, they don't have the cognitive functions to use evade. That being said, these guys are very tanky. Okay, so they won't use evade. Gotcha. Let's give that activation cost back so it doesn't break when I put it in the campaign inevitably. What equipment should I give them? Should I give them like a healing field? Although I don't think healing fields work for them. I should probably make equipment for stuff like this. I'm pretty sure I can give them active camo and they'll just go invisible. He'll just raise his hand up and then disappear. Hang on, active camouflage. There. Now spawn them in. Now watch. I'm going to shoot him once and he's going to disappear. No, he's actually not using it. They're not actually using it. That's strange. Alright. What about jetpack? If I give them a jetpack, will they just start going upwards and flying away? Jetpack. Well, they have the jetpack on their back. He just holds it. It doesn't take him off the ground, he just uses it. Use it. Use it. I think that's about at 50% shields. Okay. They're not alive anymore. Jetpack is funny, but it doesn't work. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have animations for it. What could I give them? I think they still use armor lock, correct? Like, if I was to do this, they'll just use armor lock more often. Up. Get back. Break back down. Break back down. Stop breaking down. Oh. That time he actually used it. All right, yeah, whoa. Yeah, there we go. Are you sure these elites aren't actually breakdowns? Is that true? They could be. Once they think the area is... I didn't mean to kill them. Once they think the area is safe, they stop doing it. How they work when they... It probably is for only... I probably should just do... Wait, what if I give them the build... Oh, wait. They don't have firing patterns. If I gave them the builder equipment, I could make them Fortnite. I'd have to make another I'd have to make more equipment just for elites to use. I'm gonna take a look, not just for elites. Obviously, I'd try to make some for the player to use too. But I need some ideas. Let's look at some other Halo. I still have Halo the MC. So I'm gonna take a look at some Halo 3 equipment. AI are gonna have to have their own special variant that can only be used once, while the player will get ones that can be used multiple times. That's how it's going to work. All right, let's take a look at these. Does each Halo game, Halo 3 and 4 have equipment and stuff? Bubble shield, power drain, grip mine, grav lift, regenerator, radar. No. Deployable cover, overshield, and active camo. We already have active camo. We don't have overshield. Power drain should be easy. I'm pretty sure there's literally a field thing for that. Or something to do that. That would just disable shields. Bubble shield and the regenerator are already in the game. Because the drop shield does both. Gravity lift would be pretty cool. I'd have to make custom collision models for the already existing gravity lift. But that could be nice. We have that. Strip mine. And we have deployable cover. Which again, I could just make... what's it called? I could just make physics model for a thing. Or already exists. Make a physics model for something that already exists. And now we have Halo 4. Halo 4 has something I want to make. I want to make an auto turret. I might be able to just port over the auto turret from Halo 4 and then give it some redesigns based on a faction. Let's creative forge. But yeah, I could probably create some redesigns based on the factions or just take something from a thing. Halo Online has a Covenant auto turret, which I really want to use. Imagine if next Halo game they get the Halo announcer to just say in the thing Forge mode. All right, let's look at Halo 4's one. Okay, jetpack we already have. Thrust packs evade, active camera, hard light shield. I want to make a jackal shield. Auto sentry I want to make. Promethean vision I tried. Apparently it doesn't work. And regeneration field. Okay, so there's really only two. There's really just two. I'm thinking of porting this over with its... I didn't realize it'd go into camo if you walked up to it. I want to port this into Halo Reach and just make a thing for it. Looks in. And then I want to just make this I just want to make this a jackal shield. Question is, I don't know how I'm going to make the jackal shield animations work. You shoot faster than you reload. Has the fucking thing already despawned? It has. But yeah, I might put the Halo 4 deployable turret into Halo Reach and then just remake the model in Blender. Yeah. I'm so glad with how this went. The model looks so smooth. The model just looks so clean. It looks nice. Oh yeah, I had to add this little thing here because there was a hole that you could see through. I don't know if you can still see it. No, you can't see through it from the bottom, but you could see through the gun when it was there, so I had to make a new. You can definitely tell which pieces I added because it doesn't really match up correctly. It works well enough. I'm gonna need to grab the animation. Let me check the animation recipe. Halo. By the way, there's no stream tomorrow. I'm working. Hey, Halo. Hey, Soulful. Equipment. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. No. Oh, this is Halo Reach. Why is this Halo Reach? What did I clicked on Halo 4? Object. Equipment. Auto turret. Here we go. Oh, it only has an idle enemy. Wait, then how the fuck does this work? How does it turn and stuff? I have a feeling this might not be the auto turret. I have to boot up Halo 4. My face is angry. Is it really just called Storm Auto Turret? Why is there something called a fart pack? It has no model. What does it do? Equipment. Is it just the thruster pack? No, it's not the thruster pack. The fuck is a fart pack? It does something. Jet boost. Is this the jetpack? Nope, there's a jetpack. What the fuck? A what? You heard me. A fart pack. There's something called a fart pack. Hang on, I'm going into a Halo 4 editing kit map, and I'm checking to see what the fuck this is. There's a bunch of abilities here that don't make sense. Object. Not the regen field. What the fuck is the fart pack? Reference. Where I was playing and that made my head turn. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I legit do not know what to tell you other than there is a thing called the fart pack. I don't... Other than it's a thing, apparently. I hate the way this thing works. I'm booting up the thing now. Come on. Open up the map. Open up the map, Halo 4. The people in chat want to know what the fuck a fart pack is. As do I. God, Halo 4 takes forever. I'm going to find out what these abilities are. Also, I'm going to look at how the auto turret works. Okay, so there's PV. It's a vehicle. Oh. But that still doesn't help me understand why it can turn left and right. PVE model. Animation graph. It really just... It really just has the idle. I guess the idle animation is what makes it look around and shit. I'm assuming it works exactly like the... exactly like the regular thing in Halo. Like the auto turret in Halo 3. Doesn't spawn a turret character. That's definitely interesting. It has a weapon, but it doesn't spawn with a character in it, apparently. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, it does seem to spawn with one. This is the exact map I was hoping for. Now, sound doesn't seem to be working. God, I forgot that this is what the Halo 4 default spawn looked like. It's actually... Items, equipment. The problem with not having sound is I'm not going to be able to tell if it's making any sound or not. Object, equipment. Active hacker. See what that is. Fart pack. Hero assist. Story drop. Okay, let's see what these are. Type fart pack. Has no model. Doesn't give me anything. Oh! Oh! I know what it is. I know what this is. It's the jetpack that grunts use in the campaign. Oh, that makes so much more sense. All right. Now we have hero assist and active hacker. I think I need to restart that. Or I need to die. It's always so off-putting playing a Halo tag test without sounds. So active hacker actually uses the OG reach icons stuff. That does nothing. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to assume that's just a test for the thing. But now I get it. Now I get it. All right. Now it's time to start our progress porting the Halo 4 auto turret into Halo Reach. Which actually is a lot easier said, which is a lot easier both. It's easier than you'd think, but easier said than done. So because we're not porting any of the textures in, all we need to do is port the animations, because we don't really give a shit about the textures or the or anything else about it. We don't need the effects. We just need the animation. We just need the animations and the model. That way we can make it so it fires the weapon in reach. I just need it to look around and fire a weapon in reach. Object, equipment, auto turret, storm auto turret, mounted. Okay, all we need is render geometry and markers. Does it have physics? I don't think it has. Let me go back into Foundation and check that real quick. I should probably check to see if it has a collision model before I do anything else. It does have a physics and collision model. I should probably take that too, so it works. I'm hoping this doesn't fail too. So this is just going to be me importing the model in. All right, there we go. This is what the model looks like. This is what we're going to import into Halo Reach. Markers. That's all good. Body, primary trigger. Okay, this is all we really need. So we're gonna shit. Trying to save it. It's trying to save it to Halo 4, but I need it to save for Halo Reach. Okay, there we go. New asset. Halo Reach editing kit. Data. So this is all of this is just for the model and the other thing. Occupus X. Object. Equipment. Auto underscore turret. Underscore run. Auto turret run. Create it as just a scenery object. Everything should be fine. New asset. Export. Okay, now before I can do anything else, I need to give the animation. So I need to create a new one. Delete. And just need to copy paste that there with just the render geometry and mark. Okay. That's there. Replace this with Omaha. Go down to my download. And we are going to put in we're going to Foundry import the animations that it uses in Halo 4. Foundry, we're going to change this to animation graph. Standalone animation. At least I think that's. Turret. I think it's name. Always check. I'm surprised this works with just one animation. Also, I think it uses pedestal or monitor. We do that. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck this is going to work, but apparently it will. I don't know how this turns or anything, but apparently it turns. I'm not going to be surprised if this doesn't work and the game's like, no, you need like something to let it turn. Just taking a look at how it looks in Halo 4. I guess if it just needs this idle one, I guess. Turret, any idle. New asset. Halo Reach editing kit. Data. X object. Vehicles. No. Equipment. Forerunner. Instead of being in Forerunner model. Auto. Turret. Run. Animation type. Standalone. New asset. Apparently this works. We're gonna find out, I guess. We're gonna have to save to make sure we don't bust anything. Back to Halo. Also need the vehicle. I also need to make a vehicle for it. What keeps things? Um, yeah, tag. We're gonna take the human mounted turret. Machine gun. Machine gun vehicle. What was that? Going to restart foundation. Oh. Accelerate. Load foundation. Search my project. Okay. Wait, no, it's in my section. How did I do that? Awesome. Okay. It looks like it's ported over fine, but we won't know until we put it in the game. Add. Yeah, if this crashes the game, we're going to have a problem. Well, it works. Oh, God. Oh, God. How do I... Okay, so it works. For starters. I would like that to be known now. All we need to do is make it so it doesn't flop on the ground. I'm assuming it flopping on the ground is a thing that you use the equipment for. So I'm going to make a new equipment. I'm just going to use the drop shield. I'm going to use the drop shield as a base because that one actually has the animation for going flop AM. Even though it's going to go above. Also, just so you know, ad breaks will be starting in about 5 minutes. Drop shield. turret. Trying to figure out how to get this to work. I just called it for funner. I just realized I called it for funner instead of for runner. See, I don't think there's something here that lets you place down an auto turret. I think Halo 3 does the same where you actually place down an object with a turret character inside of it. And I think it's just labeled to whatever team the player is. Let me quickly check Halo 3. Equipment. Auto turret. Auto turret. Underscore equipment. Dot equipment. I think it's just a spawner. Yeah, spawns an auto turret. It spawns an auto turret. Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Equipment. Make it summon the vehicle. And then once it spawns the vehicle, I think it spawns the vehicle with an AI driver. Preserves initial damage owner. Its default team is Sentinel. Auto turret dot character. Okay, so it spawns that. Auto aims on teamless. Does not require driver. AI driving enabled. AI auto turret. Once that's all, give me a moment. Okay. So there doesn't need to be a label or anything. No remove turret. Invisible driver gun. No reason to enter it because you can't. It uses this type Guardian. Also some vehicle mechanics beforehand. Is it no friction when driver? Auto aim on teamless air doesn't require driving and run underneath that. Okay. Okay, then it uses the AI guard, the type Guardian. Okay, let me spawn in a equipment. The equipment for it then. We really fucking shocked. Works off. And stop spawning vehicles. Just these empty husks. Right, I didn't give it a thing. Map reset. I didn't give it an AI driver. Let me also save the map before I delete it and have to constantly rebring it back. Okay, exit and detach thing doesn't. This thing needs to spawn with an AI driver. I'll keep it using the machine gun mounted weapon so it actually can shoot. Where is spawned AI actor? I'm pretty sure that's what spawned AI actor. Okay, it's near the top. Yeah, spawn turret character. Tags, AI, AI generic turret. Let me give myself infinite equipment energy. There's no debug text saying that what I've done is a problem. Nothing I've done is telling me that I can't. What happens if I transfer over the Halo 3 one? A vehicle tag should technically still work. Just have to replace some of them. It's just model tags that have issues. Equipment. Auto turret. No, it doesn't have an issue with the vehicle tag. That. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like it has an issue with taking Halo 3 stuff. AI generic turret. Change its weapon. Specifically to something that the AI can fire. Covenant code. Just make it fire that you can. Just for now. Let's give that a shot. No, it's just not spawning in. It's not spawning any AI inside of it is the issue. Let's see if someone's got a help. Hmm. Hey, Mixes, how you doing? Guess what? What? Chicken butt? Holy shit. You got the double fucking monitor setup. Nice. Get the double monitor setup. Brand new fucking PC. Nice. Now you can play the big games that shouldn't be big, but they're big anyway. Maybe you had a PC. Has it really? Really been that long? Well, how do I make the spawned character like a grunter and all? Someone who makes noise. Alright. Yeah. Character. Oh yeah, I'm locked in. Yeah, I saw that you said you were like, you were a rank or something. Doesn't seem to be a way to... Hang on. If I make... First... The... What are the things? Primary weapon. Turret under... First... I made it not available for players? Oh. Head. Map reset. And only flip the turret. Is it just not... Have I just somehow made it unpilotable? Yeah, I see. Wait, did I actually... I don't think I changed the vehicle at spawns now that I think about it. No, I didn't. That's probably why it's not working. Okay. It's also not floating. Maybe I have to make it a. Maybe I have to make it a goal with like no. No, not Mantis. Oh, it's the like the Mantis from Halo, Halo 4 or Jackal Glider. No clue what Jackal Glider is. What if I make it? What's the ghost? It's like Alien Scout, right? Yeah. What if I give it the same stuff as the ghost, but it can't move? Like do everything identical, but remove its ability to actually move. Alien Scout, copy, append. Right, I think I know where it went wrong. I think I need to spawn new